Hello everybody, Roger Sherman with Eccentro. Today is Wednesday, 3rd of July, and roughly about 10:30 in the morning when I'm making this video. And this is our update number 4 concerning Hurricane Beryl. One of the first things I wanted to explain to all our clients is in my house I have a system with approximately 41 panels, and they are staying put. I'm not taking my panels down. When we started this company more than 10 years ago, we knew that we were in a hurricane zone, and we knew that as soon as we had more than 10 to 15 clients, it was going to be impossible to say to people, don't worry, there's a hurricane coming, we'll come and take your panels down. So today, with over 2,500 clients, it would be impossible to offer that service, and it would be like a lottery of who we took down and who we didn't. It would be completely unfair. So what we decided to do from day one was use the superior anchoring that would preclude the need to take panels down. Our panels are on a racking system that has been tested in the wind tunnel to 256 kilometers an hour. My personal belief is you don't need to take your panels down. If you want to take your panels down, that's your prerogative. They're yours, obviously, and we have a manual that we can share with you which talks about how to go about that. Not very easy, but it's obviously doable. The next thing we wanted to talk about was what are the risks in a hurricane, and obviously the most important thing is your safety and the safety of your family. Okay, everything else at the end of the day is just stuff, isn't it? It's replaceable. Most insurance policies, you might find that your panels are covered anyway. I think the biggest risk is a projectile impacting your panel and perhaps breaking the front of it. We've had that happen in the past with some panels of some of our clients, and the panels did not move off their racking. They stayed put during the entire event. Now, talking about Hurricane Beryl, we've been tracking this very, very carefully since Sunday when we started giving you these updates. That was update number 1. We're now on update number 3. The consensus from the National Hurricane Center and other forecasters seems to be that the storm will continue to weaken, and this is being caused by 2 reasons: the interaction with land, fairly mountainous land over Jamaica, and also a considerable wind shear that it's going to meet as it moves its way westward across the Western Caribbean and before it comes to the Yucatan Peninsula. So there are 2 unknowns. One is where the center of the storm will track, exactly where it will cross over into the Yucatan Peninsula, and secondly, what intensity will it have at that time? Now, we always say prepare for the worst, hope for the best. At the moment, the consensus seems to be that it's going to be coming in at the extreme southern end of the Yucatan Peninsula, roughly down by Mahahual, that sort of area. But obviously, at this distance, a very small change in the track can push that impact point many, many kilometers. So what I suggest is keep watching the updates from the National Hurricane Center, listen to instructions from local authorities, and make your preparations. Now, I'm a little bit sweaty. The reason for that is we've started our preparations here in my house. That includes bringing in plants that are in pots out of harm's way. I have a terrace which I cover with hurricane screens, so that becomes protected. So one of the most important things is to make sure there is nothing that could turn into a projectile in your own garden, or if you're in a condo, a roof terrace, etc. Make sure that you bring in anything that is not tied down, basically, out of harm's way. If you have hurricane shutters, obviously deploy those, and as I said, pay close attention to what the authorities are telling you to do, and as I said, tune in to the National Hurricane Center updates, which happen about every 6 hours or so. They give you an update. That's really about all from us. Now, one thing that we did want to talk about is power. I've lived here for 38 years. I've been through quite a few of these storms. So there is a fairly high likelihood that at some point you will lose electricity, which can be annoying, and it can also make the event a little bit scary if it's at night, because obviously now you've got all this wind and noise and you're in darkness. So make sure you do all the standard preparations. Make sure you have flashlights, that you have fresh batteries in those flashlights. Make sure that you have ample supply of things like water, etc. Many of our clients have backup systems, and we have a separate video that talks about what are the preparations you need to do with your batteries to make sure that you have power through this event. If you don't have a backup system and you would like to find out about it, this may not be the day to be looking at that, but we'd be happy to help you. Obviously, we're experts in energy storage as well. In my house, I have full backup. I have 24 kilowatt hours of battery backup, so I'm going to have power no matter what. Some of you have either generators that are automated, that come in on an automated transfer switch, and obviously you're in very good shape. If you have a generator that is manual and you have your solar system, make sure that if you're going to plug your manual generator into your house feed, it is really important to turn off your solar system, because if you were to run the generator in sun hours when there's sun on the panels, and you're feeding into your house and that circuit is on, what will happen is the solar panels will think the grid is present, it will start producing power, and it will want to backfeed like it does to the grid, but that backfeed will be to your generator. So it will absolutely ruin the generator, okay? So we've got these and other tips in our manuals. So if you'd like a copy of that, we can send it to you via WhatsApp or via email. Just get in touch with us as soon as you can. So in resuming, or in summary, sorry, a bit of Spanglish there. It looks like this is coming to the Yucatan Peninsula sometime on Friday. At the moment, it looks like the impact is going to be well to the south of the Yucatan Peninsula, but bringing strong winds to Tulum and possibly also to Playa del Carmen. You've got to keep a close eye on that track. It also looks like the storm is weakening. Some are saying it's going to be a Category 2 by the time it arrives here. Some are saying it's going to be as low as a Category 1, but it's still a hurricane. So prepare for the worst, hope for the best, stay calm. Thank you very much, and we'll do another bulletin tomorrow.